And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell in at the 2 with Bogdanovich at small forward. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And it's Mitchell missing.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
There's the pass to Conley. Down low. LeBron with the block.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Passes it to O'Neal. The drive by Mitchell. And it's sent back by Bryant. They retain possession. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity.
Phenomenal awareness by AD there, leaking out in transition, one of his best assets, and comes away with the basket.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by LeBron.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And they double up Davis outside for Kobe. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now Conley. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Over Durant. No good from 11 feet.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go to get back on track.
Chicago making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for O'Neal, and Anthony subbed in for Bryant. The Jazz also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Conley, and it's sent back by KD. And again, Chicago running the court in transition.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Got a piece of it. Durant.
Well, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Conley, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Conley. .135 left in the first quarter. Pascal kicks to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup.
Such a tough shot to master there. Clarkson feeling more and more comfortable, it looks like, with that floater.
The kick out to LeBron. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. James has got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Clarkson against Anthony. Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
Inside. Pascal's shot is off.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he knocks down the first one.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chicago. Leonard comes in for LeBron. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Azubuike's checked in. Gay comes in for Eric Paschall. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And the rejection by Giannis. Hands of the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, Ben Simmons.
12 seconds left to play here in the first. Porzingis kicks to Simmons. Drills it from outside.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on B, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And so it's Chicago with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ben Simmons is out there with Anthony. And there's Porzingis. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Gay dishes to Azubuike. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Porzingis with the rebound. Lobs it up for Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Clarkson passes to Azubuike. Clarkson with the ball. Leonard picks him up.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Leonard on the wing. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Hits the three-point bomb.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
Utah calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Jazz with possession here. Knocked loose, taken away by Anthony. Leonard dishes to Giannis. Mitchell against Anthony. Antetokounmpo slams it in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Some changes for Chicago. O'Neal comes in for Porzingis. And it's Paul George in for Carmelo Anthony. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker.
O'Neal is a force of nature. And once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Mitchell, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Antetokounmpo against Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Over onto Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. George double teamed. There's O'Neal with the three. Offensive rebound.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. To the paint. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the awareness of Mitchell? That's what stands out to me. He has a decision to make and does it with terrific timing.
Giannis kicks to George. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to O'Neal. Gobert down low. O'Neal's there. Gobert the pass to O'Neal. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Jazz. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Gobert. And it's Eric Paschall in for O'Neal. Here's Chicago. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. That's good from Shaq on the assist by Simmons. Shaq's got 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Conley. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot blocking threat.
Bogdanovich, no luck. And so here is Chicago. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. George against Mitchell. Over George. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Chicago delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Avdia and Hachimura in the forward positions. And it's Gobert in the 5, roaming the paint.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Pass to Shaq to the inside. Stolen by Michael Conley. O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. That one a little long.
I'd love to see them impose them.
Oh, come on. That's ferocious Melo with some hang time and just crushes the jam.
Conley feeling it out. The pass to Mitchell. The three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got 7 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Gasol passes to O'Neal. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. A nice shot by Shaq. O'Neal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Mitchell against George. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The assist.
Gobert's got his second bucket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And it's George missing. And here's Utah. Outside Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
For the Jazz, Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Alexander Walker comes in for Mitchell, and it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. To the left wing, the wide open shot from Hernangomez. Here's Gobert. George with the defensive effort. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Gasol. Basket counts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Hernangomez against LeBron. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Shaq. Then for the Jazz, Azubuike's checked in, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Royce O'Neal. Porzingis is doubled. The shot by George, wide open, and he gets it to go from the corner. George has got his first basket.
That's their third straight make off an assist. And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
And it seems like we have an invasion of players in the league from Canada. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, one of the latest first-round picks from the North.
Yep, 2019 GA, Alexander Walker, 17th pick in the draft. And he's really close to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In fact, they're related. That's his cousin. And they did this really cool jersey swap the first time that they faced off against each other. And SGA actually got the best of him in that game, scored 23 back in 2020. But Canada providing some incredible talent to the league the last few years.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Bryant. Morant with the steal. Ball going up court. And Gasol with the dunk.
Now, he's not going to impress you with the overall athleticism, but respect the length of Pau Gasol. A powerful finish there.
Clarkson with the ball. Gasol covering to the middle. Here's Whiteside. Porzingis with the block.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Gay passes to Alexander Walker. driving the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Takes it from 10. No one near James as he lets it go. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Alexander Walker. Porzingis with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Clarkson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, the more Clarkson plays in the pick and roll, it seems like he gets confidence, and the better he becomes. Tough cover for the D.
Passes to Gasol. Back to Bryant. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kobe's got his second basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's Chicago with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Kobe. And it's Morant in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this game and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the Jazz making a change here. Azubuike's checked in. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And guys, something every team strives for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
I also love the fact that they played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
Porzingis finds Morant. No good with the triple. And it's Utah's ball. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Morant with it. Conley picks him up. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Chicago. Paul George, he's checked in for LeBron. Anthony comes in for Kobe. And it's Ben Simmons in for Morant. And Utah also making a switch. Hernan Gomez is checked in over to the left wing. Here is House, covered by Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Stolen. Outside Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. House kicks to Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block. Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And there's the pass to Azubuike. Back to Conley. Inside. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's sent back down by Simmons. Here's Anthony out to Porzingis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Back to Conley. And he banks in the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside for Simmons. And the three ball is good. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Out to Anthony. Fires from deep. Another three for Chicago.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time for three.
1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Azubuike. Outside for George. Another three for Chicago.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. From the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he hits the first of 3. Chicago making some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Porzingis. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And it's Durant in for Simmons. Utah also making some changes. Eric Paschall comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Leonard on the wing. Durant trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Shaq.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's House, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits and makes sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Mitchell against KD. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Leonard. Utah with the rebound. Here is House. The dish to Azubuike. Here's Mitchell. Offline.
And can you not love the tenacity of Leonard, one of the best defenders to enter the league in quite some time.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
4分3个4.5秒超的一次使用。 分，3助攻。哎呀，C 了，可3分呢，努力输出哎。卡铁9分350助攻。那个2好快攻。是跑快攻，抛救，不攻。库里斯塔4分，只上6分钟，但是2个助攻，1个传1个助攻，2次输。怀散，我理解的就是。围球，6颗3分，哇，他们进13个进了吧，厉害厉害！哦，反正8次失误，有点多。第一节就4次失误了，100毫米中间4次失误。失误。上半场，哎呀，第3节3次失误，第4节1次失误，上下各4次失误。